There's a cold, dark abyss below 30k. It lures me with a kiss, it's coming to play. As I lie overexposed in a fetal position, my eyes are closed, hoping and wishing. Maybe one day my dreams will come true, that I don't have to be here, so down and blue. I'm going to die, and all I can do is to lie here and cry. The sea of temptation is now my cry for liquidation. As the abyss gets closer, pulling me in, my leverage starts burning, and so does my skin. My bones shall lie here, turning to dust. No tether to spare, my position is bust. But then on Bitfinex, I see some flex. An ether whale is paying the bail. He starts singing a song, $1 billion long. It's a Wyckoff spring. Long live the king! Guys, what we talked about this Monday played out exactly. As you recall, we monitored how someone, probably a Chinese miner, but doesn't really matter, built up a giant short position in Bitcoin, which was complete here between 15th and 18th of June. Reminder that 15th to 18th of June was this range top. And then they started dumping heavily, all the way down here below 30k yesterday. And then they closed their short. So this was $1 billion short, 25,000 BTC times $40,000. That's $1 billion. Then they closed their short on the way down, and yesterday they closed the last of the position, pocketing giant amount of money. But then yesterday, during the peak of the drama, this happened again, and this time with Ethereum. So if you watched on Monday, I hope you were following along. I would try to share this on Twitter, also CTO Larson, make sure you follow me there, because look what happened with Ethereum yesterday. So now we're switching to ETH longs, and note that it's still on Bitfinex, the same exchange where they were trading before. And now we will switch to hourly candles, because we can actually track what happened here down to the hour. So as you can see here, during 21st of June and 22nd of June, if we look from the bottom to the top here, someone opened a 600,000 ETH size long position. So 600,000 ETH times, say, $2,000, that's 1.2 billion. So now someone opened a 1.2 billion long position. Long means that you make money when it goes up. In the middle of the Bitcoin carnage, and this is not ETH versus BTC, this is ETH versus the dollar. So someone bets $1 billion that ETH going to go up, while Bitcoin is crashing like the generational crash. Why would someone do that? $1 billion is a lot of money. The only reasonable answer, I think there's two reasonable answers. Either they are drunk. The second answer is that they know something. They know something, they're betting against the market, doing kind of a knife catch trade where market is going down, you believe you can catch it, which normally you wouldn't do. Smart money doesn't do those kind of trades. So why is someone doing this? Why are they betting $1 billion that Ethereum is going to go up when against the dollar when Bitcoin is crashing like this? Well, I think they knew something, because look what happened. When were they done? So they stopped buying around here. Now let's do something. Let's overlay the Ethereum price on this chart. And then we zoom in. Note we're on the hourly chart. So we're basically tracking this down to the hour, because there's someone who's going to say that this is coincidence. Then I'm going to show you here. So the red line with the scale on the left is the Ethereum to US dollar price. The bars, the yellow bars here and the blue bars, are the number of ETH in a long position with the scale on the right. And look here. So when did they stop buying? They stopped buying here. They were done accumulating here on their long, and that's exactly when Ethereum versus dollar suddenly started surging up again. So what was the price of Ethereum when they started buying? Say they started buying here. Okay, so it was roughly $2,000. And then they kept buying longs at better and better prices. Big one they bought here, 1800, and then they bought the last long position here. And then price ran all the way back up over $2,000, and look here, they began closing this trade. But not most of it isn't closed. Most of it is still open, meaning that whoever opened it think that it's going to continue up. So everyone who was crying here at the bottom yesterday, saying it's over, it's done, they were betting against someone who had $1 billion long position. And they knew something, guys. Call it manipulated. I don't want to use words like manipulated because someone gets upset. I think someone had the capability to move the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum, maybe both, by having large enough volume, maybe by pocketing a lot of money on the previous trade, that they dared to do this trade, and look, they ran it back up again. What was that Wyckoff spring then? Well, you can look at, for example, this chart from Parabolit. If you're not following him, it's because you absolutely hate money, so you should follow him. Follow me as well. He has overlaid the Bitcoin price with the accumulation part of the Wyckoff model, and as you can see, it matches very well, and the spring is this part here. I'm going to update you on how this plays out during the next couple of days, because I would like to see a little bit more of the pattern to feel fully confident on this interpretation. So please make sure that you have liked this video, you have to subscribe, you have to bell also, otherwise YouTube will not notify you. Thank you, tack. CTO Larsson out, hej då!